Yo guys, what is going on? Today we have another banger of a trade for the offseason. Marcus Morris, Amir Coffey in the first round, 30th overall pick, to the Washington Wizards for Malcolm Brogdon from the Celtics, which is going to the Clippers. And then obviously the Wizards, Kristaps Porzingis going to the Celtics. This absolutely shakes up the East because one, the East is already weak as itself, but to add Kristaps to, Jayson, Tatum, Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, that whole squad is going to be absolutely dominant this season, in my opinion. Even though they couldn't get it done in the playoffs, they kind of had a choke sesh. But, listen, Kristaps Porzingis is going to be fire on the Celtics. Obviously, right here, I got to wait to get him on the team because I don't know why 2K is weird. They don't let us edit the contracts during the offseason anymore. So I will have to wait on that to get him actually on the squad. But this Celtics squad, oh my gosh, hopefully they could keep a few pieces. I think Grant Williams is expired. I saw somewhere that they're working on a sign and trade with the Mavs, but they don't even really need him at this point. They got Kristaps, he can hit threes. So before I get to the actual team option, player option for him to accept it so I can get him on the Celtics, we have to get into the NBA draft. So first pick, Brandon Miller. Hold up, bro. No way. Bro, the NBA draft, when I do these rebuilds, are always something different. I'm trading whoever drafts Wemby for Brandon Miller because that's crazy. Okay, so they're getting swapped right there. Cam Whitmore to the Trailblazers. I haven't seen Scoot go top 3 ever. He goes to the Rockets right here. Amen Thompson to the Pistons. And I think we have one pick, and it's the second round, pick 33. I think I'm just going to go best available here, and that looks like Jet Howard. All right, so looking at team and player options, Gallinari declines, and we're going to probably decline these two as well. And looking at Jet Howard real quick, he's a 74 overall. Not bad for a second-round pick. I'll take it, definitely. Has 4 badges, 3-level score, with his top attributes being inside scoring, 3-point scoring, athleticism. Can't go wrong with those. He also has a B-plus perimeter defense, so let's go. And we're going to be extending the qualifying offer to Grant Williams. And looking over our roster real quick, we could definitely use a backup point guard. Other than that, maybe a backup 3 as well. But we also have Jet Howard. Maybe we could slot him in there. Let's see what his attributes go up to if we slot him as a 76 overall. Let's go. So Jet Howard's going to be a backup small forward. I'll definitely take that. In power forward, we obviously have Kristaps. He's not here yet because he declined his player option, so he's a free agent. So whatever team signs him, we're just going to automatically trade him to the Celtics. But Al Horford's definitely going to be facing regression at 37 years old. So we might have to plan depending on how much he regresses, maybe getting a backup power forward. I'm not 100% sure yet. And we definitely do need a backup center. And at backup point guard, we're going to look to a guy like Javon Carter. He can shoot the ball lights out, and he's also very good on defense. So we're going to give him a 3-year front deal. The Pacers actually ended up picking him up in free agency, which if they did anything like that, I would go crazy because I'm literally a diehard Pacers fan. But to get this trade done, we're just going to trade him a second, do trade override. I'm not sure how in real life the actual salaries will match up, but, in this 2K, virtual world, we're not going to worry about that. Now, looking at this roster top to bottom, it's absolutely juiced. The versatility, the defense, the shot making, especially adding Porzingis here. If this team actually does as good as they look on paper, it's over for the East. And after signing Javon Carter, we don't really have much salary, so we got bird rights on Gallinari and Williams, so we're just going to bring them back. Good depth pieces. 78 overall and 76 overall, can't complain about that. And in player progression, everyone in the top 4 going up, but of course, like I said, Al Horford, he's going to face regression, and Gallinari faces regression as well, so now he's a 76 and a 78. But other than that, this team is still crazy. So around the league, I forgot to show the free agency signing. So it looks like Kyrie went to the Jazz, and then Miles Bridges went to the Pistons, Vujacic to the Rockets, and then Kuzma to the Thunder. So that's pretty much the biggest moves of the offseason so far. And for the start of the season, we have Marcus Smart at 32 minutes per game, Jaylen Brown at 35 minutes per game, Jayson Tatum at 38 minutes per game, Porzingis at 35 minutes per game, RW3 at 27 minutes per game, Derek White 29, Horford 21, Grant Williams 13, and Jet Howard 10. And I think this is a roster that can get it done. So if Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum can't get it done this year, definitely expect one of them to be moved, preferably Jaylen Brown. And it looks like the injury bug has hit his boys. Torn right meniscus, out for 2 to 4 months, which obviously, if we know 2K, it's going to be less than that. So hopefully he'll be back by playoffs, but Kristaps Porzingis is going to be sidelined for a minute. Alright, y'all, at the trade deadline, the Boston Celtics are absolutely killing it. 1 game back from first place in the East. And I mean, at a 39-16 record, that is absolutely crazy. Let's see the stats real quick. Jayson Tatum averaging 35.4 points per game and 11.5 rebounds. That is honestly an MVP season. Kristaps with 22. Jaylen Brown, 27. Pretty solid. Derek White, 12 off the bench. And then everyone else, you know, Marcus Smart, 9. Robert Williams, a third, 7.3. Al Horford, 5.6. Jet Howard in limited minutes, 5.2 per game. I will definitely take that at a 47% clip and a 42% from 3. That is very solid for a rookie. Gallinari, 4.5, and Grant Williams, 3.4. Let's look at the award races real quick. Yeah, Jayson Tatum, second place, of course, behind Sim God, Luka Doncic. And here's the numbers across the league as well. We got Donovan Mitchell, 32 points. Trae Young, 30. Levine, 30. Wow, that's actually crazy. Career year for him. Ja Morant, 27. Jaylen Brown, of course. We got 2 top 10 scorers in the league, which if we don't win a finals or multiple championships, then I don't know what's wrong with this team. All right, so at the deadline, we're going to be trying to complete this trade for Jonathan Kuminga. Robert Williams III's morale is horrible, and it's bringing down the team chemistry, and I really want this team to be cohesive to make a solid push towards the playoffs and the finals, of course. So we're going to see if this gets it done. Robert Williams III, J.D. Davison, a first round. 3 seconds for Kuminga, obviously, and Dante DiVincenzo. And we actually weren't able to use Davison because I guess he has a no-trade clause, apparently, which I'm not sure how. So we're going to try to get this trade done here. And they're not budging on that. Let's offer another first. Whatever. Screw them picks. No? Still no? Do we offer 3 picks? I don't think it's that deep. I don't think we're going to try to do this at all. I guess Robert Williams can just sit here and sulk in his sadness. We're going to sign Jaylen Brown here so we don't lose him for nothing in free agency. And we're also going to be bringing back Derek White because he was crazy good in the playoffs this year. And also Al Horford was a solid contributor as well. All right, so at the end of the season, Jayson Tatum is your MVP of the regular season. 35, 11, 5, 1.6 steals, 1 block per game on very good shooting splits, 55, 88, and 46. So we'll definitely take that. Wemby, no surprise, rookie of the year right there. Jordan Poole, 6th man. Miles Turner, defensive player of the year, and most improved Darius Garland. Obviously, we have Jayson Tatum on the first team. Let's see if Jaylen Brown maybe made the 3rd team. No, unfortunately he didn't, but Brandon Miller on the 3rd team. Wow, 24.5 points per game, and Wemby on the 2nd team, so that's crazy to see. And we have Brown and Tatum making the all-defensive 2nd team. And we ended the season 1 game out of 1st and 2nd in the conference, right behind the 76ers and Cavaliers, so they're definitely going to be our ops for this playoff series. And Porzingis is back healthy just in time for the playoffs, so thank God for that. And to round out the rest of our regular season stats, Jaylen Brown, 27.5 points per game. Porzingis didn't play the rest of the year, so 22.2. Derek White, 12.2 off the bench. Marcus Smart, almost 10 points per game. 7 and 9 for Robert Williams. Grant Williams with 5.7. Jet Howard, 5.5. I want to see what his per 36 stats are. They're pretty solid. I mean, just a pure scorer right there. 20.7 in 36 minutes. I'll take that for sure. Let's see who had the best efficiency stats. And obviously, no surprise, Tatum did, with Brown being behind him and Porzingis. And we're actually going to see estimated wins added. And Jayson Tatum with 33 is absolutely insane. These two are definitely carrying the team on their shoulders because everybody else didn't contribute to that estimated wins as much. And in the playoffs, we're going up against the Toronto Raptors. Let's see if they made any offseason moves. So somehow the Raptors got Bradley Beal from Phoenix. I have no idea who they traded him for. Oh, I'm assuming Siakam. So Siakam's on the Suns now, I'm sure. Yeah, that trade makes no sense, but whatever. But other than that, it doesn't look like they made any offseason moves. I mean, they had pretty much the same exact roster. So hopefully we can get a dub here. So first game, us. Second game, them. Third game, us. Okay, gentlemen sweep. No. 2K won't let us get it that easy. And we're going up against the Cavs. Second seeded team right here. Let's see who they got. Donovan Mitchell injured. I'm not sure if he's out, though, or if he's still playing with a broken nose. Garland, Mobley, Allen. Pretty much the same team. Caldwell Pope's on there now. I mean, this team's looking tough, so hopefully we can get it done and get it past them. But, hey, what's good for us is the 76ers got knocked out by the Pistons, but the Cavaliers take the first game and the second game. Okay, we're hopping into Simcast here. This can't be happening, not on my watch. So right here, I'm actually going to just pile the minutes onto our starters. Like, I do not want to lose. Hopefully they don't get injured. Hopefully they don't get fatigued. But You know, we got 40 minutes going to Jaylen Brown, 43 to Tatum, and 38 to Kristaps. So let's see what happens here. Looks like we have an early lead, but of course they're coming back. Now it's a little back and forth. Okay, so we get the dub in game 3, 110 to 94. Let's look at the box score for that. Tatum was a little bit disappointing, but Brown and Porzingis got it done, as well as Grant Williams, 11 points in 11 minutes. I'll definitely take that any day. And maybe Simcast is the way to go for these videos because, I mean, it looks like we're winning in I spoke too soon. Oh my gosh. Down by 11 with 7:11 left. Absolutely choke in the fourth quarter and the third quarter. I guess the whole second half. Okay, we're down 3-1. We are down 3-1. We need to make some sort of move. Who is playing like dirt? Let's look at the recent games. I mean, Porzingis is playing good. Jet Howard is playing pretty good in his limited role. Derek White needs to score a little more. Robert Williams isn't playing great. Al Horford is Tatum is like super inconsistent. He's either giving you 18 or like 30, which doesn't make sense. And Brown's playing pretty good, so I don't know what has to change here. I guess we're just going to keep the lineup the same and hope for the best. We're off to an early lead, though, and of course the Cavs come right back. So I'm going to pause it, wait for a second. Maybe, you know, the 2K Sim engine will favor the Celtics for the rest of the game. Hopefully that happens. Okay, and then it looks like it's working, sort of. It looks like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? We got outscored in the first 4 minutes, 15-3 in the fourth quarter. Wow. Wow. We got outscored 41-19 to 21, excuse me. That's absolutely insane, bro. To the Cavs. Let's look at the box score for that. I can't even believe this stuff be happening, bro. Like, it looks like we played pretty solid. I mean, 33 points from Porzingis, 25 from Tatum, 18 from Brown. I mean, Brown could have stepped it up a little bit, but it looks like it's this bench. We just don't have scores off the bench. I mean, Derek White was supposed to fill that role, but going 2 for 12 isn't going to cut it, you know? So we definitely, this offseason, need to get some scores off the bench. Hopefully Jet Howard hits progression, and he's like an 81 overall by the end of this season. Pray for that, but even his shooting splits are pretty terrible in the playoffs. I mean, 36% field goal and 20% three-point. In his regular season, look at it. He killed it from 3, 45%. So I don't know what the deal was in the playoffs for him. And obviously, Horford's probably going to go, and Grant Williams definitely needs to step it up. I mean, 33% field goal percentage is terrible. So at the end of the season, Darius Garland is your finals MVP. Thad Young finally getting a ring. Love to see that. Wow, Derrick Rose retiring with the Bulls. That's actually kind of sick to see. And we definitely got to trade Robert Williams III. He is so unhappy here. -4 to his overall. His overall status is horrible. So we're going to try to look for a trade partner to trade him away, as well as Horford, because I do not want Horford to regress on me even more. All right, so right here, we're going to be trading Robert Williams III, Al Horford, and a future first for Miles Turner and Andrew Nembhard. Miles Turner is a very good interior defender. You know, he's definitely a valuable asset to have on anybody's team. And Andrew Nembhard, serviceable point guard / shooting guard, can handle the ball and can shoot. So he provides some scoring spark off the bench. So let's see if this gets it done. No. Okay, let's add some seconds to this. They're almost interested. One more second gets it done, hopefully. Okay, what about Javon Carter? And the Pacers agreed to the trade. Let's go. All right, in staff signings, we're going to be signing the GOAT, Michael Stauffer. We're going to overpay him, and hopefully he accepts us. Guard Guru, we're going to be... All right, let's go, Budenholzer. Overpay him as well. Hopefully he accepts. Shooting Doctor, I'm not sure who to go with. Who has a Shooting Doctor badge? That's the real question. I'm not even sure what it looks like, to be honest. We'll just do Rick Carlisle, whatever. All right, we were able to sign all 3 of those. Not sure if that's the most realistic coaching staff in the world, but I mean, 2.5 star on the coaching department overview. I'll take it. All right, in the NBA draft, the Timberwolves select DJ Wagner, Ian Jackson to the Pacers, and it looks like we have a trade to announce. Okay. Wow. That's crazy. I just tried to do a Jaylen Brown trade before this, and I was going to do this exact same package for De'Aaron Fox and Kevin Huerter. That is actually crazy. The Spurs are definitely pushing for the title this next year with Wemby, De'Aaron Fox, and Kevin Huerter. That's kind of tough. I think we have 1 pick in the draft, which is the 28th overall pick. So let's sim to that and just choose best available. Tyrese Proctor right here, 75 overall. Welcome to the Celtics. All right, so in free agency, we're going to be picking up Isaiah Joe, very good perimeter shooter, as well as solid on defense. Definitely feels that need for a quick spark off the bench shooting-wise. And we are going to be bringing back Grant Williams because that's all we can afford right now. And at center, for some reason, they're locked in like this. I think they released them, and this is the money they had left on their contract. So we're going to get Charles Bassey off waivers after day 3. Let's go. So they are on the squad now. So I guess Javon Carter was released as well. So we're going to bring him back to the Celtics. And it looks like the Wizards might be kind of low-key building a squad. They got Sabonis going there and DeRozan. Doubt they'll do anything, paying a 34-year-old DeRozan who regresses in 2K super rapidly. So in progression, Jet Howard takes a leap that we hope for. And the only person going down is Porzingis, so hopefully that doesn't mean he's going to start regressing every year. The championship window is growing smaller and smaller. Luckily, you know, Tatum and Brown are still in their prime, so I'm not too worried about it. Defense, scoring, whatever you need, this team has it. And looking at this team, one thing I noticed we're lacking is rebounding, so we're going to be sending Grant Williams, JD Davidson, and a future second for Andre Drummond. Let's see if that gets it done, and that surely does. And this year, we're actually running a 10-man rotation. So we have Marcus Smart with 25 minutes, Jaylen Brown with 36, Jayson Tatum 38, Porzingis 36, Turner 33, Derek White off the bench 16, Isaiah Joe 16, Nembhard 13, and Drummond 15, and Jet Howard with 12. All right, y'all, so at the trade deadline, we are sitting first in the East at 37-16. Let's look at the West. The Houston Rockets are leading the West. Wow, this team isn't even that great. How are they leading right there? I don't even know. The 2K simulator always seems to favor the Rockets, though. But in the East, you know, the Pacers were just a top 10 picking team. And even then, with R2, Al Horford, and Robert Williams III, I know Halliburton's out, but they're not even a tough team either. So maybe this is the year that the Celtics actually win. The Cavaliers, who were last year's champions, are sitting at 29-25. Their roster is also primarily the same, so I'm not sure what is up with the 2K simulator, but hey, I'm not complaining. First in the East, we'll definitely take that. And looking at the stats right here, Jayson Tatum, a little step down from last year, but still averaging pretty good numbers, 27 and 11. Jaylen Brown, 25, almost 26. Porzingis, who has stayed healthy all year this year, thank God, 23.4. Miles Turner kind of took a step back scoring-wise with 9.5. But I think that's a career high in rebounds with 8.6. I'm not too sure. Actually, last year he had 10, but in real life that would have been, you know, 8.6 would have been a career high in rebounds per game. Marcus Smart was 6. Andre Drummond in 20 minutes, he actually got injured. He had a lower stress leg fracture, but in 20 minutes, 6 and 8 will definitely take that. Isaiah Joe, 5 points per game, solid. Derek White, 7.5 in 15 minutes, solid. Bassey, 4 and 7. Nembhard 5.5, and Jet Howard in 13 minutes he's averaging 8 points per game. Very solid. Love what I'm seeing from the young guy. So for the rest of the season, we're gonna have a rookie proctor run for Isaiah Joe. Just so maybe by the slim chance that we don't win the finals this year, he hits progression and can help us for next season. All right, y'all, MVP Jayson Tatum once again, man, for the second year in a row, 28.6 points per game, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. Very, very solid. Rookie of the year, DJ Wagner with the Wolves. Amen Thompson, 6th man of the year. Defensive player of the year, Wemby. And Amen Thompson, most improved. So congrats to him. Jayson Tatum also on the first team. Let's see if Jaylen Brown made any. It doesn't appear that he did, but Scoot Henderson and Brandon Miller on all third NBA team. Pretty solid. Let's see if we have anybody on the defensive. We got Miles Turner. Let's go. How many blocks and steals did he average? 2.6 blocks a game, almost a steal a game. Definitely solid, and I'll take that. How about second team all defense? It looks like we have Tatum there. And here's the stats for the end of the year. They are more or less the same almost from the trade deadline. So, you know, I'm glad we stayed consistent. I'm glad the injuries didn't hurt us too much. And simulating the play-in right here, we're going to be facing off against the Miami Heat. Hopefully regression hit them. We have Jimmy Butler. Oh, wow. Okay, so it's pretty much the same exact team. Russell's on here. DeJounte Murray. So their guards are pretty stacked. But other than that, I think this is an easy dub. First game we take. Second game we take. Third game we take. Can we sweep them? And we sweep them. Let's go. We are facing off against the 76ers, who last year got eliminated in the first round. Their team's looking pretty tough, though. They got Embiid, Maxey, Harden, Martin Jr., Valanciunas, Branham. He's a pretty good scorer off the bench as well. So, I mean, it looks like their starters are pretty good, but the bench, I'm not too confident about. We take game 1. We take game 2. We take game 3. And another sweep question mark? Yes, sir. Okay, and it looks like the Hornets knocked out the Cavs, so we're not going to have a revenge series on our hand. Let's see who the Hornets have. They have LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, and wow, they got LaMelo and Lonzo. Luckily, Lonzo's injured, just like in real life, unfortunately. Hopefully, he gets healthy again in real life. But in the game today, this has helped me a ton. They got Mark Williams, Rozier, McDaniels. Oh, Jaden McDaniels, man. He might lock up Jaylen Brown. He might just force him left, and that's cooked for us. I don't know. We're going to simulate these games regardless. First game we take. Second game we take. Third game we take. Oh my gosh, are we about to sweep the whole playoffs, bro? We're going off against the Timberwolves, who, you know, I'm pretty confident to say we might sweep this whole playoffs. I mean, they have Ant, they have Cat, Gobert, they got Oubre. I mean, compared to our team, though, look at our team. We have a squad. I mean, 80's coming off the screen, so I don't know. First game, we take. Second game, we take. Third game, we take. Oh, my goodness. Let's simcast this last game, boys. And we're just going to go super fast here. I mean, we outscored them 30-17 first quarter. Oh, my gosh. We are just killing them. I mean, I know we tied the third quarter, but this is honestly crazy. All right, 1 second left. We're hopping in. I'm going to just miss this free throw just so we can just celebrate already. Oh, my gosh. Come on. I thought that was the second free throw. All right, just hit it. Just hit it. Come on. It's our game. Let's go. 2024 champions, the Boston Celtics. Or maybe it's 2025 because we did lose last season. So I think it's 2025 champions, the Boston Celtics. We were able to get it done, and we did it realistically. I like the roster that we compiled. And I think the coaching staff helped as well. We kind of stacked the coaching staff. But as you can see, you know, the most winningest franchise in the NBA history. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty like 90% sure that's the truth right there. But if you guys enjoyed this video, comment, like, and subscribe. I'm going to be doing rebuilds all off season. And I'm very excited to see what happens tomorrow on draft night. And like I said, if you enjoyed it, leave a comment down below. And maybe even comment some scenarios I should do. If you guys want me to do another team, I'd be more than happy to. So I'll catch you on the next one, and peace.